Carrie here. Welcome to class. This is a wrist-free yoga class. We're going to have a lot of fun today. So make sure you've got 2 yoga blocks if you need them to modify. And if you're ready to begin, let's go ahead and start lying down. So you're going to draw your belly button in, squeeze the pelvic floor, slowly lower yourself down towards the floor, then draw those knees in. And let's go ahead and just take a nice deep cleansing breath in through the nose and out through the mouth with a and then roll out those ankles. You can kind of roll a little bit side to side. Begin to turn on Ujjayi breath, breathing with sound. So we're going to place the tongue on the roof of the mouth, and that's going to help restrict the back of the esophagus there to create that breath with sound, that Ujjayi breath, or otherwise known as ocean breath. And then gently float the knees over to the right side of your body. Keep that left shoulder pinned down to the ground, and you can gaze down that left palm. Draw in through the navel, squeezing the belly in and up. This is called Uddiyana Bandha, right? We do this a lot in Pilates. And then squeeze and lift up through the pelvic floor like a Kegel exercise, and that'll create more space in the pelvis. And then gently draw the knees back into the chest, and then over to the other side. Gazing down that right palm, just gently warming up the spine here. Just focus on your breath. And don't worry about it as we go through class. If you forget how to breathe, just remember to breathe. Most important there. Let's go ahead and draw those knees in. Now, as we transition, for some people it might be hard to just roll up to standing, so you can use any modification that you need. What we're going to do is cross those ankles, roll ourselves up. You can flip yourself around and come on up, or if you have the mobility, you can cross, place the feet down, and then stand on up. So however you can get to standing without using those hands, go ahead and do so. And then let's bring the toe mounds together, heels slightly separated. Draw that navel in, palms forward. Mountain pose or Tadasana. Inhale, breath. Let's reach the arms up. Exhale into a forward bend. Lots of knee bend here. Flatten out the back. And just shake it out. So make sure we're not rounding. And at any time you feel like it's too much to just bend over, just grab those yoga blocks, all right? What I want you to think about is not so much touching the toes, but lengthening through the back of the legs. Good. And then from here, we're going to step back that left foot, drop down to the knee, and inhale, reach those arms up. Press the hip forward, but I want you to draw that navel in as you reach those arms up. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Now, big breath in. We're going to tuck that back toe, send those arms back, squeeze your triceps, shoulders away from ears. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, Tadasana mountain pose. Again, inhale, reaching the arms up. Gaze up at the thumbs. Exhale into a forward bend here. Bend the knees a lot, especially if it's your first practice of an early morning. Shake it out. Good. Let's send that right leg back now. Drop down to the knee. And if you need to roll up your yoga mat because maybe the knees are sensitive, do so. Inhale, reach those arms up. We're going to send the hip forward. Knee stays right over the ankle, but you're drawing that belly button in. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to tuck that back toe, come on up, squeeze the triceps, shoulders away from ears. Inhale, exhale for 5, 4, legs are burning already, right? 3, 2, 1. Step forward, inhale, reach those arms, exhale, release. Nice job. Let's step that right foot back. You're going to twist to the side of your mat. Squeeze your quadriceps. Make sure your toes are pointed forward, not out. And maybe if you have like sciatica, which I do, you're going to want to turn your toes in a little bit. I really want you to squeeze and engage those quadriceps. If you need the yoga blocks, okay, you can have them here because we're going to go into a nice wide forward bend. But I want you to draw that navel and squeeze the pelvic floor, squeeze your quadriceps, and just come forward here. Stop wherever you feel like it's too much. If you can keep going, keep going. Hold it here. Now push the weight into your toes. Breathe. Good. Inhale, come on up. Nice job. Go ahead and step back the feet together. Take a nice deep breath in. Release those hands. Bring that right leg up. Draw that knee into the chest. Hold here. Breathe. Nice. Now let's shoot that right leg back. Come into a nice standing crescent lunge. Inhale here. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the arms, turn the feet. Inhale, squeeze the quads. Exhale, tip it forward. Nice and slow. Breathe. Tip the weight forward into your toes. You got it. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Now slowly come on up. We're going to go this way. Step. Release the hands. Go ahead and bring up the left side. Hold. Draw that navel in. Squeeze the pelvic floor. Send that leg back into a nice crescent lunge. Inhale. Reach the arms up. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Turn those toes in or parallel to each other. Tip it forward. Squeeze your quadriceps so we engage through the muscles that are protecting the knees. This is our last one. Inhale. Exhale. Relax. And if you want, let the hands just go. Shake it out. Tipping the weight forward into those toes. One more deep, full breath. On the inhale, bring those hands back to your waist. Squeeze your quadriceps. Come on up. Nice job. Go ahead and step those feet together. We're going to find tree pose. So I want you to balance on that left leg. So shift the weight over. And either here on the calf or up here on the thigh. If you keep falling out of it, don't worry about it. Draw that navel in. So balance is all about core. Okay? So our brain sends a message down to our feet to balance. But it's all happening right here. Hands come to heart. Hold. I'm going to turn for you guys so you can see it from a side view. We're in tree pose here. Then you're going to shift this right knee in. Come back to where we were just a moment ago. Now you can stay here. Okay, you can even hold on to the back of the leg. You're going to bring that left hand to the waist. And if you have the flexibility, if you don't, you're just going to stay here. But if you do, you're going to take your 2 peace fingers there, hook your big toe. You can stay here as well. All right, this is awesome, working balance. Draw that navel in, squeeze up through the pelvic floor. Inhale, exhale, push. Leg goes out. Now press into the ball of the foot. Send this shoulder back. Squeeze the navel into the spine. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now release it. Both hands on your waist. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Whew. Shake it out. Let's do tree on the other side. So either here on the calf or up here. Find your balance. Squeeze pelvic floor, navel into spine, hands come to your heart. All right, hold it there. 5, 4, 3. Try to think about that transverse abdominis, squeezing the girdle in. 2. And transitioning now. Bring that left knee in. You can stay here. You can be here. Or if you have the flexibility, hook the big toe. Back is up against an imaginary wall. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, send that leg out for 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1, let it go. Point the toe, squeeze the quad. So even if you're down here, you guys, I want you to really point the toe and squeeze. Hold. 3, 2, point, and 1. Ooh, got a little cramp there. Go ahead and grab this yoga block. You might want it behind you. We're going to go into Malasana squat. So if you have really good hip flexibility, don't worry about the block. If you don't, grab a block, maybe turn it to a higher height there, okay? Otherwise, just have it there just for safeguard. Now, your feet are hip width apart, toes are pointed forward. Your feet can be a little bit wider as well, okay? So as you move through this, we're going to drop into Malasana. You can always widen the feet and turn the toes out. So you're going to listen to your own body here. Nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. Bring those arms forward. Again, inhale. Exhale. Rise up to your toes. Hold. Exhale. Let it go. Again, rise up to your toes. Exhale, let it go. 1 more, rise up to your toes. Now stay on those toes. You're going to bend your knees. If you need to put the heels down, go ahead. Stay up on those toes. And if you can, you're going to come all the way down into Malasana and drop those heels down. That's where your yoga block might come in handy, okay? So if you need it, you're going to just have it there for extra support. If you don't need it, you're here in Malasana. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Let's take the left hand to the right ankle. Take a nice twist here. I want you to gaze up at the palm of your hand, reaching up. And release it. Exhale. Inhale. Other side. Reach it up. Good. Come back to your Malasana. Lift the chest. And let yourself come on down. If you have the block, just move it. Let's take that left leg out straight. Right leg, you're going to cross it over the top of that knee. If you need the block, you can place it here, okay? Now, lift the chest up. Flex both feet. Make sure your toes are pointed straight up towards the sky. Inhale, draw the belly in. Exhale, and just come forward. Breathe. Hold 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Now fall back into the hands. Bring this left leg in as much as you possibly can. So you can even walk yourself in a little bit here. Now you can come up to, if the wrists are really sore and you can't place them down, just come up to your fingertips here. Lift the chest. Flex this right foot and send this right knee away from the body. Inhale, lift up. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, you're going to bring out that left leg, cross this right leg all the way over, toes again pointed straight up. Inhale, breath, lift the chest, and then hug the leg, little twist here. Back arm acts like a kickstand. Go over right shoulder, belly drawing in, pelvic floor, always lifting and squeezing. 1 more breath. And release it. Let's do the other side. So we're going to bring this right leg straight, cross the left leg right here over the top of the knee. Again, if you need the block, place it there if it's too much on the hip. But if you can, we're going to leave the block out of it, okay? Flexing the foot, making sure these toes are pointed straight up and not out to the side. Hands can come behind you. Inhale. Navel drawing in. Squeeze and lift up through the pelvic floor. Ready, guys? Just tip forward. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come on up. Take this right leg, bend it, walk it in as much as you can. Flex that left foot, send the knee away, and hold it here. So we can be up here on the fingertips if the wrists are too much. If it feels okay, because we're not quite putting too much pressure on the wrist, you can place the palms down. Kind of feels good for me right here. Hold. Focus on your breath. Wristies on the tip of the nose. Awesome. Send right leg forward. Cross that left leg over. Toes again pointed straight up. Lift the chest. Hug the leg. Look behind you. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and release it. Find Navasana. So let's come to the toes, heels off the ground. Lift the chest and scoop out the belly, okay? So draw it in. I always say like an ice cream scoop. Scoop it out. Lift up through the chest. If you can, you're here or here. If you have the hamstring flexibility, you're going to straighten those legs. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross the legs, come forward, place the elbows down, or just, bring the legs out to the side. Whatever feels good to you. We're going to try and do a little hop back into plank. Okay, hold here, tuck the belly in, press up through those shoulders. Option is to have the knees down. We're going to hold either knees or toes for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, cross, have a seat, lift up, Navasana. So either here, toes down, or straighten the legs. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross or bring those legs around. Elbows come down, dolphin plank. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, cross, cross. Last set, you guys, make it good. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, point the toes, cross. Last one, dolphin plank. Hold. 5. How we doing? 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the hips to the ground. Sphinx pose. Shoulders down away from ears. Belly drawing in. Firm the legs. Gaze forward. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Right leg. Bring it up. Now let's line it up, knee and hip in a nice straight line. If you need a towel or something under your knee, for me, this kind of is a little bit just right on the edge there of like, I don't know, just right on the edge right there for me with my fibromyalgia. But if you feel okay, it doesn't bother you to place the knee on the ground there, just stay there. If you want to put a towel under the knee, that might help for comfort. But you're going to press your knee. Okay, you can't really see me doing anything, but you're going to press your knee into the floor as you keep your hips square and level. Squeeze and lift up through the pelvic floor like a Kegel exercise. Lift the chest, look forward, and press that right knee into the ground. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back. Okay, team, other side. Firm the legs, get a nice Sphinx pose here. Then take that left leg, bring it up so that the knee is in alignment with your hip. Press the knee into the floor. Firm that right leg. Draw the belly in, gaze forward, shoulders away from ears. No pain in your back. If you ever feel it in your back, just come on down. Okay, and be here. Put that towel or something under your knee if it's too much on the floor. 3 more breaths. 2 and 1. Bring it back to your Sphinx pose. Good. Let's go ahead, walk it in, come back onto those knees. Now you can either sit like me if this doesn't bother you, or just come cross-legged, whatever feels the best to you. Inhale, 3 breaths, exhale. Again, inhale, exhale. 1 more. Inhale, exhale. Awesome. Okay, team. So we're going to come forward. So you're going to bring left foot down. This is where your mobility is going to matter, okay? So however you can do this movement depends on your flexibility. Right leg's going to be straight. You're going to come forward, all right, and shift into a lunge here. Now let's start on the knee, okay? Inhale. So get yourself into a lunge. If you couldn't do it just like I did, find yourself in this position here. Drop the hips down. Draw that belly in. Hold. Inhale. Exhale. Now we're going to come up, shift forward onto this right leg, drag the left leg in, and find a warrior 3. Best you can. Even if you need to place your foot on the ground, that's okay. You don't have to get your back leg very high for it to be effective. Then slowly bend that right leg, send it back. Find your low lunge again. Inhale, breath. Reach it up. Good. Release it. Come back onto your knees. Step that left leg forward. Inhale, breath. Here. Hold. Now draw your core in, okay? Really important here. Draw that core in. We're preparing the legs for a little more hamstring work. And then shoot it forward. Drag that right leg in. Straighten that left leg. Find your warrior 3. Breathe. You got it. Squeeze your triceps here. Awesome. Slowly bend. Send it back. Find your lunge. Awesome. Now, come on back, both knees down. Right leg, bring it forward. Now we're going to add on. So you're going to come here to your lunge, knee over ankle. Then send it back, flexing that right foot, bringing that chest forward, squeezing your triceps. And then step it forward. Warrior 3. Don't worry if you fall all over, it's totally fine. Good. Slowly bend the knee. Step it back. Find your lunge. Back to your knees. Other side. Find your lunge. Inhale. Exhale here. Inhale. Exhale. Dig your heel into the ground. Bring your chest forward. Press. Shoulders away from ears. Squeeze your triceps. Now step it forward. Whew. Find your warrior 3. Good. Find your lunge. Good. Bring it back. All right, guys, one more set. Bring it forward. Send it back. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in. And come forward, warrior 3. Squeeze. Slowly step it back, find lunge. All right, last time, you can do it. Step it forward, inhale, lunge. Exhale, settle. Good. Take it back, inhale, exhale, dig your heel into the ground, send your shoulders away from ears, hold. Squeeze. Draw navel in, pelvic floor lifting. Now step it forward. Inhale, exhale. Warrior 3. Breathe. Slowly. Step it down. Lift it up, lunge. Nice. All right, stay here on the knees. If your knees are bothering you, roll up your mat. Bring your hands to the small of your back, your sacrum area. Squeeze your elbows in. Tuck your toes. Inhale, breath. Exhale, squeeze pelvic floor. find this nice modified camel pose here. Good. And then if you can, stay here, stretching out those toes. One breath. Inhale, come on up, shoulders away from ears, so we squeeze them up, and then inhale, exhale away, send the hips forward. Now, if you feel more comfortable, you can reach back and grab the heels. If not, you can stay here. If you feel okay, we're going to be here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands back to your sacrum. Keep your toes tucked, stretching out those toes. Awesome. Now, let's see if we have mobility. Hold, lift, stay on the toes. Come on up. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Bring the arms forward, rise to the toes. Slowly. Come on down. Good. You need that yoga block. Place it right underneath your bum, but try and stay here. Then slowly bring the knees down. If you can, you're going to grab the heels. If not, you're going to grab right here on the low back. Breathe. Now shoot it back. Arms forward. Knees up. Lift, lift, lift. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to do one more round. Bring the arms forward. Come up to your toes. Slowly down. Slowly. Slowly. No pain in your knees. If you have pain in the knees, just place the heels down on the ground. If you can, heels stay up. Ooh. Reach back as you bring those knees down towards the ground. If you can, you're grabbing the heels. If not, you're here, okay? Head can come back. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Hands come to the sacrum. Keep the toes tucked if you can. Starting to be a lot on those toes. I know, we're stretching them out. Breathe. Awesome. Go ahead and step that right leg forward. Release those toes. That should feel good. And then straighten that right leg. My legs are like shaking a little bit. And just come forward. Good. Push it back. Left leg. Ooh. Release. So anytime you feel that shaking, that's your nervous system responding. So when you load the nervous system and you load the muscles, then you ask it to stretch. It's like, wait. So that's what we're doing right now. Nice and controlled. Breathe. Navel drawing in. Good. Tuck the toe. Step forward. Shake it out. All right, guys. We're going to finish nice and strong here. So notice that your hips are square facing forward. You're going to take that left leg, step it back about 3.5 feet. Back toes are only slightly turned out. Front toes are facing the edge of your yoga mat forward, okay? Hips stay square. In fact, I want you to place your hands on your hips just so that we don't open the hip as we go into this. Squeeze up through that quad. Press through the base of your big toe. Shoulders away from ears. Belly drawing in. Inhale, breath. Flat back, come forward. Now I want you to stop where you start to round the back. Okay, so it doesn't matter how far you go. Hold. Hips are still square, right? So right hip is moving back, left hip is moving forward. If you feel like you can, you're gonna come here. Hold 5, 4, no wrinkles in the back of your neck. So relax the neck, don't tuck the chin, don't lift the chin, just nice neutral neck. Last breath. Hands to the waist, powered up, switch. Let's go ahead and step it back. 3.5 feet, not too wide. Back toes only slightly turned out, hips facing forward. Squeeze this front leg, okay? So no micro bend here. We want the joints to be activated by the muscles, okay? So we want to protect them by squeezing the muscles that surround the joint, all right? Inhale, breath, belly in, pelvic floor. Come forward. Go as far as you can, base of the big toe, really pressing into the ground there. If you think you can, you're gonna lift those arms. If not, keep them at your waist. Hold. Nice long neck there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Powered up. Okay, team, we're gonna lower back down. You might want the block underneath the bum again, okay? Bring the arms forward, rise to those toes. Slowly lower. Nice and slow, back is straight. Come all the way down. If you can, heels down. Hold on to the knees, have a seat, roll all the way down. Knees into chest. Oh, goodness. Feels so good. Rock it out. Good. Flex the feet and either grab the outside or grab the inside or grab the ankles or grab behind the knees there. We're going to take our feet, flex them, and place them on the ceiling. Okay, so the feet are in alignment here with the knees. So if you have to grab behind the knees in order to do that, I want you to do that. Some people have limited flexibility, so you can be here. You should feel a wonderful hip stretch through not only through the outer hip, but through the groin as well. Breathe. And you can kind of rock a bye baby here. It says happy baby pose. You know, when we were born, we were all very flexible, and then life happened and kind of got us all stressed and tense, and then our nervous system took over and tightened up our body. So try to go back to what it was like when you were a baby. So just tap into that little happy baby inside of you and tell your body to relax. So tell your nervous system everything is cool, everything is good. Let go of any stress, any tension. Then let's release. Let's place that left foot down on the ground. Send that right heel up towards the sky. You can hold on behind the back of the hamstring there. Pull it in for 5. Toes back towards your face. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. This is great stretch for sciatica as well. Hands can go behind the hamstring there. Flex the foot, toes back towards your face. Gently pull it in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Now you can keep your knees bent, especially if your back is sore, or if you prefer, you can straighten out the legs. Kind of windshield wiper the feet from side to side. Let them open. Hands can be on the belly. Whatever feels most comfortable to you is how I want you, okay? So if you prefer even to sit up, just sit up. We're going to take a couple minutes here and just tune in. I want you to turn off all controlled breath. Just breathe all through the nose, but relaxed, okay? So not trying to do our Ujjayi breath anymore. And just notice the rise and fall of your belly. And I want you to just tap into that goodness that is already inside of you. So I want you to imagine if all of your hopes, your dreams came true, what would that feel like? If everything that you are wishing for and praying for happened, what would that feel like? Conjure up that goodness. Focus only on that right now, just that feeling of goodness, that feeling of abundance. It is always there for us to tap into at any time that we need it. And the more we focus on that feeling of abundance, the more we're going to see abundance in our life. So just let go of all expectations, all worry, all stress. You did an amazing job today. Give yourself thanks and gratitude for showing up today on your mat, even though maybe your wrists were bothering you today. But good job, you showed up. Then start to wiggle your toes and fingers. I want you to change your position. So maybe if your legs were straight, you can bend the knees, or if your knees were bent, you can roll over onto your right side, whatever feels most comfortable to you. Remaining in that good feeling and that feeling of abundance. Count your blessings. Give thanks and gratitude for your life and your loved ones. And then let's slowly make our way up to a seated position. So however you can get up most comfortably, nice and slow, begin to just make your way all the way up. You can keep your eyes closed. That helps you stay focused in your savasana or your meditation here. Shoulders down away from the ears. Spine nice and straight. Go ahead and drop your right ear to your right shoulder. And then inhale, take it back to neutral. Exhale to the other side. Bring it back to neutral. And begin to just roll out the wrists. Even though we didn't use them today, we're going to roll out the wrists. I want you to send all that goodness, all that abundant, awesome energy down to those wrists. So I want you to physically, mentally think about sending that goodness, that abundance down to the wrists as you roll them out. Good. Gently, you can open your eyes. Inhale and reach the arms up. Big, full inhale. Bring your hands to your heart center. Thank you guys so much for practicing with me. Guys, I just love you so much. I appreciate you, and I hope you have an amazing day.